If you had one shot, one opportunity, would you film this video? I'm just gonna do one shot of this because I'm on vacation and I'm chilling and I don't want to spend too much time being distracted from chilling. But today I just want to talk about the amount of data that you have on yourself compared to the amount of data that big tech companies have on you. So for example, if you're using any apps like TikTok or Google or Instagram, I bet that they know you better than you do. And you can actually check that. You can go to your Google account and you can export all of your data, and it's probably still just going to be a fraction of the data they have on you, but they know quite a lot about you. You can, if you use a Google phone or Android phone, you can check your location history, for example, or your preferences and stuff like that. For like the TikTok, I'm not even talking about TikTok, who has a scary recommendation algorithm. People who actually have been involved in creating this algorithm, I think, report as like they say that it's scary, the amount of complexity, that the amount of precision that and the amount of data that they gather on you. And if you actually you like read the user agreements or on TikTok or any other app, then you will find that they collect insane amounts of data. And data, the data they have on you can be used maliciously, and it is used to capture your attention. It's like they buy your attention. So all I'm saying is that big tech companies know a lot about you, and most of the people don't know that much about themselves. So when they have that informational advantage over you, it's so easy to manipulate people. So just a simple case, 2016 Cambridge Analytica, right? When they just went on Facebook and there was an interference in the election where they targeted people who are somewhere in the middle of the political spectrum, and they just bombarded them with targeted ads that leaned them toward one or the other side. I don't remember. But the point is, there wasn't interference because they knew more about people and they used it against them. So I wouldn't trust any of these companies to use this data in your best interest, and it's also inevitable. Like, you're still gonna use all of these apps, but I think what you can do is try to decrease that gap, try to make this gap smaller by leveling your self-awareness. So if you have more self-awareness, then you have more data on yourself, and you kind of close this gap. So like, that's your amount of information that you know about yourself, and that's big tech, let's say. And by getting more self-awareness, you're just leveling up. And if you're like really good at this, you can actually know more about yourself than big tech companies. If you use social media less, then they will also know, like, they will not know much about you. But self-awareness is key, because if you gather data on yourself, imagine what you can do with yourself because you have your best interest in mind, what you can do with the data about yourself, and how you can leverage this data to improve your life. Data is beautiful. Let's leave it at that. And it's powerful. So gather more data on yourself. And that's what I'm doing with my bot. I'm gathering data on myself so that I can analyze myself, so that I can identify what I can improve on. Yeah, just gather data on yourself. It will be worth it. It can be tedious, but over the long period of time. For example, imagine if you had a data entry about every day of your life for the past 6 years of your life, or 5, 10 years of your life. Imagine how insightful would that be. And you already have some data on yourself, like photos, for example. You can scroll back to the photos, and if you really think about each one and think about what you were thinking or what you were doing in one of these photos, you can actually see the progress. But photos are data, but it's not the best data. But if you actually tailor it to, if you actually make it readable, so that you can retrieve this data in 5 to 10 years, then you can do incredible things with yourself, and you can transform yourself and design a perfect life. That's it. See you tomorrow. Yeah.